Hi, my name is Robert Harper. I'm a resident of Jersey City, New Jersey, and I'm here to talk with you about the Hudson plant that has been emitting large amounts of coal emissions in a community that I live in. I'm a little bit of an environmentalist here, and I'm very concerned about the community and the large toxic exposures that the community is being subjected to by the plant, which has been here for many, many years. I'm only rather new to understanding all of the environmental impact that's currently going on in my community, but I also know that the kinds of emissions that this particular coal plant is generating for the kinds of new developments that are happening is completely hazardous to all human health in and around the communities of Jersey City and Hoboken. And I know for a fact that many of the people that live in the community have no idea whatsoever about what's going on here, because gentrification is something that's been happening in our community in a big way. We have a lot of New York City residents that are moving here from New York City to Jersey City and to Hoboken. Many of them have no idea about the kinds of exposures for the coal generating plant that they're being exposed to. And quite frankly, there's a lot to suggest that the cloud of toxic waste, that's been generated by this coal plant here is a significant health risk to all of the people that have been living here for many decades, as well as the new residents. And I can tell you, just knowing how the politics work in northern New Jersey, and particularly here in Hudson County, that residents are being deliberately kept in the dark as to the toxic exposures that are prevalent and well documented, by the EPA and the NJDEP. So why something is not happening in our community about making this more well known and publicized for a lot of the residents that are either been living here for a long time or new to the area is mind-boggling. But given, for example, some of the recent arrests that we've had in our community by politicians who are on the take, it would seem completely appropriate, that these types of emissions from this coal generating plant in our community, much like this very large Chroniumn site here, which is 500,000 tons of Chromium-6 in our community. The coal plant too is one that was not really known because in our community, for example, the officials here built, the train tracks and all of the people go every day to go to work every day, and they're in an area that's completely toxic. So in the same way for the coal plant, I think that the community members in and around that area should also be informed, and that the media should really take a look at the kinds of emissions that have been happening, because nobody wants to raise their children to next to a coal plant like that, and the emissions in this community are so off the chart and so astronomically dangerous for all human health that I think once there's some light shed on what is really going on with the kinds of things with this coal plant, I hope that some organization will look at this, and there will be an impact. That this commentary will have to raise awareness about this, to stop the emissions in Jersey, and to really do a lot more to clean up our environment.